Hey all, this is Eucep again, and let's have a look at finally a new transformer in my collection. Powercore Combiners, Heavythread, with his minicon, Groundspike. Now, yeah, I've not been very fond of the Powercore Combiners line. Still, this is one of few which I actually wanted to have. On one side, it's for the fact that this is one of the few which is really a good transformer. He works in all three his modes, which is very important. Secondly, there is going to be a third-party edition set for this one, which gives him military tank-like limbs, which actually do what the Hasbro ones do not. Actually transform into mini robots. At least that's what the picture shows so far on Full Metal Hero. I'm hoping for those and that there will be affordable. I'm going to get them for this guy because he deserves it. This guy deserves good limbs in his commander mode. Let's start off with him here in his tank mode, with Groundspike with his I'm not really sure what the heck he is mode. Now, yeah, if you actually look at the papers for him, there is not a single clue as to what this is supposed to be. If this was a ground plow for mines and stuff, well, the shovel bits are too high and can't reach actually the ground due to a lot of undercarriage junk. Now this could also be some kind of grabber designed to grab a Decepticon and make sure he gets stuck for a barrel straight down to the face. Well, this is the movement you can get in this. Seriously, these added minicons, some of the weapon modes of some of the earlier ones actually work for me. This one not so much, to be honest. So let's remove him. At least there's something good about this one. Unlike several, this isn't a bright colored plug point. No, this is just black. And in his robot mode, it actually looks somewhat like a third thingy, so not so much problem with it, and it tucks away nicely and it's not too overly obvious. Looking at his tank mode, I can say I'm pretty pleased. It looks good. There are some gaps and holes and stuff and some issues with pressing the wrong way, but that's for a later point. And of course it can be helped. The blue butt plugs of doom, yes, they're present on this one, and they're a pain in the butt. You can put them this way if you want, or all the way up, but sadly you can't fold them inwards. There's room enough here, but there's no way to actually move anything inside here, despite there being a big vacant hole here. And yeah, it has some visible head syndrome of a very curious kind, because this is not the face you're normally supposed to see with this guy, unless you're getting limbs. This is the commander hat, and there's something very nice about this one when I transform him. Right, let's get him into his robot mode. This is pretty much a case of make sure everything gets loose. There are some pegs in here. Should have to free up. This allows you to pull out the legs. Better said, there's a double hinge joint here, which isn't uncommon for this line, that you have this double hinge to move this part down, and you pretty much have the feet already done. Then there are these side panels. Move them out and they click into place. Once again, a double hinge for the shoulders, And the double hinge for the elbows. And then it's a question of, this is also another double hinge. This guy is pretty much made out of them. You undo it there. You have these little tabs which peg in here and can now peg into the other side. Peg in pretty well. Now in the official robot mode you're supposed to lower these. In this mode that just doesn't look good. So skipping on that part. Let's move the turret back. And then here we pull up the head. The normal robot mode head. Alright, let's move the camera up a bit. And let's have a look at his minor noggin. And this is also a test of my new lighting. At least I've got a added LED lighting, which is a lot brighter than my usual light. So let's hope it comes out somewhat brighter than it used to. So yeah, this is his normal robot mode. And it's looking actually pretty good. Can't really complain about it. Yeah, it's the usual tank turret on the back setup. Some heavy claw-like arms, threaded legs. Yeah, there isn't much fantasy you can do with a tank transformer. That's the way it is. Now, this guy comes into this guy as also a shield mode, which pretty much involves folding this around, having it like this, and plugging it onto his chest. Same way for the commander form. Then there is also a claw weapon mode. I'm not even going to show it because it's very, very, very shit. Alright, so this is the normal robot mode. There's a ball jointed neck, rotation in the shoulders, even the turret on the back is not hampering it. There's folding in the arms, nearly a double joint due to the extra transformation joint. Sadly, there are the blue pegs of doom hanging off his elbows, once again not storing away nicely. Even though you can fold them the other way, it still is not looking nicely. There is really not much you can do with them, at least those in the legs are somewhat hidden. But there's another problem here. Oh wait, I almost forgot. He has this little flap. Move it up. I almost forgot that. Right. Move up his hips. They can move out. There's a rotation below the knee. And there is a knee. There's a rotation above the knee. Altogether not too bad, but there is an issue. This does not lock in whatsoever. This is a loose floppy mass and it's on both sides the same case. At least it's not so bad that he can't stand or even be posed, but you notice it's quite loose. Also a waist rotation, but that's also due to his third mode. And let's get into that one. This pretty much involves transforming him partly back to his tank mode. So folding up his arms, back to the normal mode, press in his head, fold these down. There are pegs on the side here, which peg into the chest part. Alright, as you can see already we have the pegs for the arm units. I don't have any limbs for the Powercore Combiners, so I can't compare or show it with more default legs. Now for this mode it actually is useful to fold back these little parts. So do that, both sides. Then you move this turret sideways and you can deploy his two weapons. The turret goes up and this goes over the shoulder. Now to get out the super mode head, lift this part up, and here you actually see the pretty neat thing. This is the normal robot mode head. It's actually connected to the back of the bigger head. So I think this is pretty nice. It's as if he's looking into his own brain. Yeah. Fold that back, fold this up, and here you have him in his commander mode. And I really dig this mode. It really looks good. It looks tough. It works. Just need the limbs, or at least the improved limbs, and he's going to look awesome. Not to least due to his incredible noggin. This is an awesome head sculpt. It has to be said. Articulation, well, yeah, he has still the same hip and waist, everything. So no issues there, I think. Yeah, let's see how he will look with limbs. Anyway, if you can get him, he's highly recommendable. For those who are living in the Netherlands, this guy is currently at sale for around €6.50. That's bloody cheap. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.